Hi there, my name is Edison Ortiz. I am a civil engineer who graduated from Taipei Tech with a master's in project management and finance from the National University of Singapore. I am passionate about community development, and I believe that financial education, enabled by an easy access to the internet, has the potential to reduce poverty by providing equitable access to global financial markets. As I said, I am a civil engineer by training. However, for the last couple of years, I have been pivoting to a career in project management and data analysis. I was born in 1995 to my parents. My mom is a Brazilian elementary school teacher, and my dad is an industrial electrician. My journey so far can be divided into 4 chapters. Each one of these chapters taught me some valuable lessons. From my early childhood in Pedro Juan Caballero, Paraguay, to my first scholarship to study abroad during high school. Then, having the opportunity to pursue my studies in Asia. First, in Taiwan and later in Singapore. The last 28 years of my life have been a crazy but amazing ride, and I'm here to tell you all about it. As I mentioned before, I was born into a multicultural family. Therefore, I grew up speaking 3 languages: Spanish, Portuguese, and Guarani. My parents understood the importance of education. Hence, they encouraged me to explore and study anything that could catch my curiosity. I started by taking Paraguayan traditional polka, which I ended up studying for almost 8 years. Then, I developed an interest in computers, and finally, during middle school, I fell in love with classical music and started taking violin lessons. The highlight of this chapter was being able to audition and be selected for an all-paid trip to Spain to perform with the Paraguayan Youth Orchestra in celebration of the 200 years of independence of our country. The trip was sponsored by the Paraguayan government. It marked my first time being selected for a scholarship as well as my first time traveling abroad. After coming back from Spain, I was inspired and galvanized to study abroad. I knew that to achieve this goal, I had to learn English, so I did it. Having learned English would then allow me to apply for a leadership program sponsored by the U.S. Embassy in Paraguay. It was through this program that I launched my community project. In 2012, I founded a community project, a nonprofit organization called Boomerang, and recruited more than 50 young and professional volunteers to assist a local orphanage through donation campaigns, recreational activities, and educational workshops. I ran the organization for about 2 years, bringing joy and hope to those kids. In 2013, I was selected for the Youth Ambassador Program, a highly selective scholarship scheme offered by the U.S. government to students with passion for community development. The program allowed me to improve the quality of the assistance we were providing through Boomerang. We attended workshops on NGOs and leadership in San Francisco and Washington, D.C. The highlight of this chapter was my community project. Being able to help those kids changed my outlook on life and gave me a different perspective on a career and life purpose in general. Another very important event was being selected as the Youth Ambassador of Paraguay. The Youth Ambassadors Program allowed me to mature rapidly and make lifelong friends, and was therefore extremely important to prepare me for what was coming ahead. After my experience as a Youth Ambassador, I was determined to get the high-quality education that only universities abroad could offer. So, I started to apply for different scholarships around the world. I got rejected by some and selected by a few. Among the ones that I got, the opportunity to travel to the other side of the world was too compelling. So I decided to accept the Taiwan's Ministry of International Affairs scholarship to spend the next 5 years of my life pursuing my dream of a good quality higher education. In 2015, after spending 1 year learning Chinese Mandarin, I was accepted into the civil engineering program of National Taipei University of Technology. Then, in 2018, I was selected for the Global Research Internship Program, a 3-month research internship program at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. There were so many things to highlight about this period of my journey. I would say that being fluent in Chinese was one of them.
以为我们可以控制孩子们所有的动作。我的意思是，你不能100%决定他们在做什么。然后，如果你只以为禁止会解决意外怀孕的问题，我觉得你的想法是完全不对的。因为我认为我们应该辅导这些青少年，并不是禁止。然后，这个是我们的意见，希望你们会同意。谢谢。
The Global Research Internship Program also had a huge impact in my life, considering that it cemented in me the idea of pursuing project management and finance as the next step for my career development. Of course, graduating with honors as a civil engineer and obtaining an academic achievement award from Taipei Tech is one of the proudest achievements that I have attained so far. The current era. After spending a summer in Singapore, I was determined to get back there to study. So there I was applying for scholarships once again. In 2021, I was accepted for a master's program in project management and finance in no other than the National University of Singapore, which ranked as one of the best universities worldwide. Subsequently, I was awarded a full scholarship from the Paraguayan government and moved to Singapore in 2022. Things to highlight about this stage of my life. I would say that getting a master's degree in my dream college was one of them. However, most importantly, the professional training and experience that I obtained during the last couple of years reassured me of my potential to achieve anything that I put my mind and effort into, and that feeling is utterly life-changing.